Listen, the minute you guys feel that I'm buying into all this bullshit, please come fly over to Puerto Rico and punch me in the throat. Please.
Ooh, that's a good offer.
Can I get that in writing? Yeah.
That's nice.
Just show
closed fist in the throat, or more like karate chop?
You know what? I'm gonna go with the Ric Flair like chop, only because I talked about Ric Flair yesterday.
Yeah. You talked to Ric Flair yesterday.
I talked about it. My friend went to a cannabis conference in Vegas last week.
Dead? Yeah.
No, dude, he's alive.
Oh, he's alive?
My friend
his career is dead. His career is dead.
No, it's not. He's Ric Flair. He's a nature boy. My friend went to a cannabis conference in Vegas last week, okay? Yeah. And Ric Flair was there in all his glory.
Oh, yeah, his career is very much alive. Good call.
Yeah.
He's at a cannabis conference.
So, you know who else was there? Mike Tyson.
Yeah. Mike Tyson actually has a product out with Evander Holyfield, if you can believe that.
Is that?
The nature boy. Of course. There's obvious brand extension there.
Right. But he has he's with Mike Tyson? He's in that deal? Or he's got his own product?
No, he's his own brand.
What's it called? Nature Boy?
I think so.
Never mind.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the FTS podcast, Friends Talking Shop. I am your host, Dave, and sitting here with a 4-7 Packer team, very sad at my football season's over. I'm glad that we did not bet on whose team would have the best record this year.
We did.
Did we really?
Can I ask you something? If I said, "Hey, this is Omar," I'm really happy because my team, the Skywalkers, are 9-2 this year. Do you think anyone of our listeners would actually know? I mean, my point to you is that do any of them even know who the Packers are and what sport they play? We have listeners around the world.
Yeah, but did you see the game was in Germany?
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah, and NFL's a worldwide sport.
Worldwide. There's games.
It's true. There are probably some people that don't know, never heard of the Packers.
But it doesn't matter. It's not about knowing the Packers. It's about knowing Dave's pain.
I'm a big Skywalkers fan myself.
And people know Dave's pain.
Yeah, I want to share it with everyone.
Yeah.
And yes, I'm in pain. That's it. I'm Dave, your host, and I'm in pain. This is a cry for help.
I like that.
I am joined by a second host who I don't think's in pain. Is Josh? How are you doing right now?
I am doing well. And speaking of pain, Dave, you and I both watch a show. It's trash TV, but we both watch it. And do you know where I'm going with this?
Does it have a number in the title?
It does not. But it's Bachelor in Paradise. I'm just going to say it and ruin both of our reputations. But one of these, I like it because I hate the people, and I love to hate the people. That's my favorite thing about these shows. Yeah. But one of the and for our listeners, Omar walked away yet again. I mean, it's par for the course.
By the way, he's yelling at me for Packers. Bachelors in Paradise. Is that going to be?
I heard everything you guys said.
All right, good. So anyway, there was a couple on the show, a very annoying couple, as almost all of them are, and they had an argument that was so stupid that almost broke them up. That I'm just curious to hear what side of the argument you guys are on here. And the argument was whether itching was synonymous with pain. Whether itching, the one guy said itching is low-level pain. And the other person said, no, itching is not pain at all, not a form of pain. And the guy said, look it up. It's science.
It's science.
And am I crazy? But itching is not pain, right? Itching is not pain. It's completely separate and different and distinct, right? Am I wrong? So stupid.
Itching and pain?
He said itching is a low-level form of pain. It's low form of pain.
I think you feel good, you feel pain.
Well, actually, wait a second. No, he may be onto something here.
You feel
those are three categories.
Those are three things.
Good, pain, and itching.
Well, when you have an itch, I think it's because your white blood cells rush to an area.
No, it's not.
This
already sounds wrong.
I don't know, David. What do you think about this?
I think that's what happens when you have a virus, isn't it? Doesn't the white blood cells come and attack?
It's nothing to do with an itch.
Well, I guess my point is pain is it's good or bad, and then pain is what bad is. In every subcategory of that's something that feels not good is under the umbrella of pain. I don't think so. I think itching is a different umbrella than pain.
It's perhaps separate and distinct. All right, never mind. So that's.
I think that's
anyway. By the way, you guys, to me, there's two kinds of people people who watch reality television,
Yeah.
and people who actually have like functioning brains.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I
I'm
don't
both.
know how you're able to do both of those things.
I'm the Venn diagram. Dave is a Venn diagram too. He's right.
I want to be in the Venn diagram.
He's in the middle of that.
Look, I don't want to watch reality TV, but once you start,
it's addicting.
Is
it's addicting? Yes, it's addicting.
Josh,
it's
I still
guilty
have not
pleasure.
into it.
Guilty pleasure.
I wonder how many shows, like movies and TV shows, that we would like overlap on in terms of really liking.
Well,
Like,
we both love Revenge of the Nerds.
But you guys didn't like Death Note. David, did you finish Death Note?
Yeah, I have not kept up with Death Note.
Yeah, see, there
So
you
you
go.
didn't like it. My gosh.
Just as a reminder, Death Note is the
was
anime that Omar wanted Dave and I to watch that he loves.
In the first season, it's a little hard to finish. I think I watched 9 episodes.
What?
Unfortunately, there are
That's pretty good. You
3
got further
episodes.
than I did.
Yeah, I got pretty far. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know about this. It's curious. So David, you have to give me a show to watch, and I'll try and get through it.
Well, all right. Give me.
I'm just wrapping up The Americans right now. I'm like almost done.
Oh, that's a great show.
I love it.
That's my favorite show of all time. Favorite drama of all time. Yes.
Is it?
I think it's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Americans.
I enjoy it. I'm enjoying it. I love it very much too. Please don't give me any spoilers, but
None.
All right. Well, okay. That was a long.
Here's
intro.
a spoiler. Turns out they're not American.
yeah,
They're Russian spies.
Yeah.
I like that one FBI agent too. I really like him a lot.
All right. That served us no entertainment purpose whatsoever.
All right. Well, then let's move on to introduce our third host, who looks like he's going to go out tonight. Of the 3 of us, he looks like the most ready to go. Is Omar? Omar, how are you doing tonight?
I'm good. I'm going to go out tonight. I'm going to go to dinner.
Just you?
Well, yes, but my friends work at this restaurant, so I'm going to go hang out with them.
Very good.
Okay.
Good recovery.
Nice.
So that'll be nice. And yeah, I realized something as I'm sitting here with you guys. What's that? There's that aphorism around like
what? What was the word? The
aphorism?
Aphorism?
Aphorism. APHORISM.
Okay.
You know what that means?
Yeah, I know what it means. Keep going.
Means
but Dave doesn't.
things
So tell
people
him.
say. It's a. Go ahead.
So, being an older lady with a bunch of cats, like being a cat woman when someone's older, and like
Does that mean stereotype?
Yeah, stereotype, perhaps sayings that have some origin in truth. They're like catchy sayings.
Okay.
And I think for men, it's a little bit, maybe not cats, but maybe it's action figures, right? Like, and I realize I play with an action figure every day. As I'm looking at it,
what do you mean you play with an action figure?
Voltron. I'm holding an action figure of Voltron, who's a defender of the universe.
Do you make up stories and stuff? Are you actually playing with it?
I bring him up on my work Zooms all the time. I call myself
smart.
Holding
the Pakistani Voltron. Remember?
Yes, we've gone over that. You are
that's
the
not
Pakistani
playing
Voltron.
with it though. That's
I have to fly around on calls. I do that.
Are you making noises? Are you going pew,
I do.
pew, pew,
I
pew
do.
when he
I go,
fires?
shh, whoosh. Yeah, it's quite.
Is that in the bathtub or just anytime?
It's only in this chair, so that's the good news.
Yeah.
But anyway, sorry, I got distracted yet again. So my question is a fascinating one, and,
right.
Wait, is this how you're doing, or is this where are we with this? With what you're saying?
Sorry, this is still how I'm doing. So I'm very excited because usually, in front of my topics, I feel that they're always self-serving, and I believe this question I have is going to be for the world. So I'm very excited about that. So I feel good.
Is this your topic?
No, not the
okay.
He is excited that he has a good topic.
Oh, got it.
So
Okay.
I think that's
Okay.
right. Whew, these introductions.
It's hard.
No, because it's not just about
difficult.
me. This topic, like Josh's topics, your topics, and often my topics are just about us. This is a question that can be applied to the rest of society.
Okay.
As long as you two have the right answer.
Go ahead.
I don't think Josh's colonoscopy story was for the world.
It is for the world. It's a warning.
Actually,
it's a warning.
Cautionary tale.
People got value from that, didn't they? That's actually true.
Yeah.
Of course they did. That was a entertaining plus educational.
Yeah. And if we could do that each podcast.
Yeah, that's right. If I can prevent one person from shitting their pants, I think I've done my job here.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, we're sitting here.
What's your question?
Well, David has to set that up first.
Yeah. Okay. So that's your topic. All right. So we are on episode 33, right, Josh? This is how 33. You do the.
By the way, I asked about that, and this is exactly how other people do it too. The same way I do it, showing a 3.
Like other people, living in a corner of Pennsylvania.
Other people I just made up to serve my purpose.
Yeah, I'm not saying that it's not something. It's just not the default.
This is very hard to do. Very hard the way you do it.
You can't make the 3 sign with your hand. That's
very hard.
Wow, it's your education.
I don't have finger flexibility that you do.
All right. Well, let's tell you what's going to go on here. As I said, the 3 of us, me and Josh and Omar, we are your hosts tonight. What we do on this podcast is we each come up with a topic. That's something that happened to us this week, or questions we want to raise to save the world. We come up with, each one comes up and we respond to it. We're not prepared ahead of time for these topics or questions, and hopefully we get to the bottom of each of our things that we want to talk about. If you would like to contact us, we have an email address at friends@fts.media, and we'd love to hear from you. Our contest last week of 5 emailers we had a flood of emails, infinitely more than what we had last time, right? I think that's technically.
Yeah, and the good news, here's the good news about that, though, for people still listening. You can still be that 5th emailer. There's still time. No, seems to be still time.
How many did we get?
Some. I don't want to say it because that would entice people to try to game it to be the 5th.
It got some activity. You're right. You can't say how many. That's a good point.
Say how many because I don't want someone to game it. I can't.
What's the incentive again for them? I forget.
A prize that you said that has no definition.
Yeah, but a great prize. I think we said a great prize.
We're gonna remember the adjective we used, but
great. He's saying. By the way, David's saying gray as in the color.
Yeah, gray prize. That's right. It's a gray prize.
All right.
Use cement that was chipped off the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Ready to kick these things off here?
Let's do it.
All right. Omar, we thought you would go first this week since you seem to be so excited about our podcast. We don't want people logging off too soon. So we got to get to your world-changing topic.
Unlike my usual times I talk about it, I'm going to get straight to the question and we can work our way back into it. But basically, I am terrible at breaking up with someone. I'm terrible at it. Someone I'm dating. And it's in some ways even casually dating. And I wanted to ask you guys when was the last time that you broke up with someone? Do you remember?
I mean, are you serious?
Yes.
I've been married for 30 years.
Remember that. I'm married. Yeah.
So do you just forget? Do you remember last?
I got married in 2001.
I think Sally stole my pencil. I think I was like, that's it.
Yeah.
And then 2nd grade came.
I mean, this is going to be. You got bad co-host for this one, but what's your point?
So, well, I mean, I was curious if you guys remember, and I guess that was not the case. But I guess my dilemma when I think about having that conversation is, do you do it like at your house? Do you do it over dinner? Do you do it on text? Do you do it on the phone?
Text didn't exist when Dave and I did that.
Yeah, I think my breakup was a note that I gave to my friend who gave to her friend that gave to her or something like that.
Do you still like me? Circle yes or no.
Yeah, and she circled no. And that was the end of it. Yeah.
We did it by carrier pigeon.
So, but
you're going to have to help us out here.
But wait a second. Haven't your kids asked you about this?
Yeah, I've seen movies.
I can Mom, Dad, what do I do? Like, what do you guys say? I haven't been on a date in 25 years.
No, but my kids haven't asked how do you break up with somebody. So you want to know, how do you break up with somebody?
Yes.
I think it depends upon the relationship. That's my guess. My guess is if you have a very long relationship, let's say you're living together and you're engaged, a text doesn't work.
Okay, no.
Wow, that's really setting some good guidelines.
Wait. Yeah, this is profound stuff.
If you're engaged,
hey, listeners, get your pencil and paper out because you're going to want to take down some notes here.
No, I think we're missing
some science.
Josh, you know what? I deserve that.
Yeah.
No, I'm asking about it more so.
Yeah.
Like if you're just casually dating.
Okay.
And, yeah. So the communication. do I need to do it? And if I see them in person, should we not be affectionate? Like, can I be affectionate with them before the breakup talk?
No, of course not. That's awful.
Well,
so this is good. So it's effective.
That seems very wrong.
I think you gotta. I would think there would be like a 7-day limit before you go from intimate to breakup. Like,
there's got to be a buffer.
You can't do it later that evening. Like that
has to be a buffer.
Yeah. Okay, 7. Oh, this is good. Again, I'm getting something out of this.
I think you need 7 days of the week pass before. That's
a long time, Dave. I think maybe.
Well, I wouldn't
say at least a couple days.
I'd avoid.
It can't be the next morning.
No, that seems
wrong.
That'd
be a couple days if you're going.
Well, but I have a question though. Casual dating. We need to define this because I can see Omar going out with someone once and then wanting to break up.
But that's not a breakup. You're not really going.
Well, I don't know. That's why I would ask.
Casual dating means I've been out with them like 3 or 4 times. They've met a few of my friends.
And you don't want to see them anymore.
I just feel it's not fair to them, and I'm leaving.
Well, anyone who dates you,
and they're beginning to really have feelings for me, I think. What did you say? Excuse me? It's not fair to anybody?
I said anyone who dates you, it's not fair to them. The playing field is already not level.
Oh my gosh.
Levels of pain.
Yeah. Remember, it's not funny if it's mean. Or it's not mean if it's funny. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I laughed. I laughed.
So 3 or 4 dates? You're saying 3 or 4 dates? You're not feeling it?
So okay, I mentioned my sort of the other part of this question. So do you guys talk? I mean, your kids are old enough now where they date. So do you guys talk to your kids about dating? And was that advice that you yourself took when you were younger?
But we don't talk about how to break up with somebody. I've never had that discussion with my kids.
All right, well, just hypothetically, if
they came to me,
your son came to you and said, "Hey, Dad,
I've
been dating this girl 4 times."
Right. 4 times.
Which
I met her at the arcade.
Yeah. Yes.
It's time to break up.
Yes.
How do I do it?
You have to do it verbally, whether that's a phone call or in person. You can't do it by text. It just seems very rude.
I'm going to vote yes on that too. I think text is, unless it's 1 or 2 dates, maybe. You can get away with the text.
1 or 2, I think that's fair. Right. But these kids don't even call. They don't even use the phone part of their phone. I mean, I can't even. When my kid calls me, they don't even leave a voicemail. I got chastised because I left a voicemail for my daughter the other day, and I said, "Didn't you get my voicemail?" He goes, "Who leaves voicemails?" So apparently that's already passed me by. No one leaves voicemails anymore.
Audio messages are pretty bad too.
Yeah, you can't do an audio message. That seems
those
actually even worse.
Someone to listen.
Yeah.
I kind of agree with your daughter. I don't like leaving voicemails. And when I see someone called, like I saw you called, and then if it pops up that they left a voicemail, now I got to go in there and listen to that. I'll just...
Yeah, but you kind of want to know why they called. And so when you get like a recent, sometimes it's just a butt dial, or sometimes they accidentally do it and then hit, I've done that where I've accidentally hit a contact and I have to hit off.
That's a good point. If someone actually leaves a voicemail, that means I need to call them back.
There's a purpose.
But I don't listen to the voicemail anymore.
There's a specific purpose.
Yeah. Yeah, at least it's a signal. Yeah.
But she chastised me, and apparently no one leaves voicemails anymore.
No, I don't leave voicemails either. I think she's right. Because you can text.
Because you can't text. You can't text right after, like, "Hey, I just tried calling you." Yeah,
right. That's right. I think that's
and that's fair. That's very fair.
And then you have that conversation. Yeah. So
are you trying to break up with someone, and you want to know how to do it?
Yeah, I am.
3 or 4 times.
Enough people. Haven't you dated enough that you know how to do this by now? You've done this so many times. You broke off an engagement. How do you not know how to break off a casual relationship?
Did you do that by text?
Yeah.
Well,
he did it by cameo.
I guess I walked into this one.
He hired DJ Khaled to make a cameo for his ex-fiance.
Well,
hey,
honestly,
Omar doesn't want to see you anymore. DJ Khaled.
No, that is literally case in point. Like I didn't want to do it, so it took 6 extra months.
Oh, wow.
I swear to God.
Worse.
I swear to God.
But you're good about it. I remember when you broke up the engagement. You didn't just say sorry, this is not working. She had moved to you, and then you had actually moved her back. You paid to move her back, so that's pretty respectful. I think that's the right thing to do.
She also kept the ring, but I felt those were things that you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Right,
but we're talking about 3 or 4 dating experience here, and I assume you held her hand, Omar. Is that true?
Yeah. Have you gone to first base? That's first base.
Yeah.
Yes.
First base. Okay, so it's serious.
All right.
It's
serious. Yeah. And you have not impregnated her, right? That's second base. That's second.
You can't get that from kissing.
No, you can't. That's true. That's a good point.
You can't get that from kissing.
If you impregnated her, you cannot do it by text. I'm just telling you that right now. I think that's what Nick Cannon at least says on his podcast.
I'm not nearly in that category yet.
Yeah, if you haven't done that, then I think it should be pretty simple. If you haven't broken the seal, then it's pretty simple. You just text.
Again, it's been many years. Can't you like say, hey, I need to get together. Can we get a drink? I need to talk to you about
I find that to be the worst though.
Well, if you say I got to talk to you about something, that's exactly right. They're gonna know like, something's wrong. They might be like, you know what, and they might eject before you even have a chance to.
That's the Costanza. That's the Costanza move.
Is what I'm talking about.
Did I just create the Costanza move?
That's the Costanza. Remember when he did that? He did not want to break up with the girlfriend because he wanted to take her to the ball. And so every time she tried to break up with him, he just avoided it completely.
Oh, that, yeah. Well, it's not that you're not broken up.
It's hilarious.
It's just you don't have to have the conversation because it's kind of.
But I always found it. I found it weird though. If you're going to end it, why would you have them get all dolled up and ready, and then book a night and cross it off your calendar, and then have to go out there, and then your night's ruined?
Yep. What about coffee? Then coffee would be a pretty strong example,
coffee's
right?
better. That's better. If you just say, let's meet for coffee at like 11 a.m. That's better.
I think then there's not a lot of preparation. I got to talk to you about something. Like, doesn't that like, Yeah, and then you're halfway down the road, right? Like you just got to close the deal.
There should be a service you can hire.
Omar has to talk to you.
There is a service you can hire to send dead flowers to people. I know that exists.
What? Really?
Yeah, you can send dead flowers to people. Yeah.
Can you send me that? I like that.
I don't know what the hell it is. I saw it a long time ago.
That's like the whole bag of dicks thing. You know, like
someone said that to me. Someone said gummy dicks to me. I don't know who the hell did that. That was
really.
Yeah, I still don't know who did it.
Oh,
a whole bag of gummy dicks.
It was not me, I swear.
No, they weren't even good either. I didn't eat.
Anyway, I will let you know. She wanted to see me last night and today, and then she leaves tomorrow, and that's convenient.
Oh, whoa! There you go. She leaves tomorrow.
Yeah, and then by the time she gets back, I'm gone, and I'm not going to see her for a while. So I might.
Well, then you're done. Your whole thing's done.
It's just getting to that, right?
You're done. If she wants to see you tonight or tomorrow, just say, listen, I just don't. I know you're leaving in a few days. I just don't think it's a good idea, and I'm hoping that we keep in touch. There you go. That's it. Band-Aid off.
I just looked online. This actually might lead something here. There is a website called breakupshop.com.
Oh my God.
It's bad
There's
breakup.
everything.
We're here to help. Learn how to handle tough relationship situations by subscribing to our free newsletter. But it looks like you can get a relationship expert.
No.
You can take an online dating question. It looks like you might be able to hire someone to help you break up. I think you should hire these people, and then let's share it on the podcast. There's probably a bunch of things like that. So I think, what do you think about that? Will you hire someone to help you break up?
I don't mind that idea.
He hires someone for everything. So I don't see how he would be opposed to that.
Josh,
by the way, you know what happened today?
We'll do it.
on that thread, this is a very difficult day for me as a man for a couple reasses.
As opposed to as a woman? I love when people do that.
No, as a functioning male who can do things. I have a grill that I'm looking at it right now. It's
that Phil put together.
No, that's the one in
Rincon. Yeah.
The house, I have one here that I bought.
Yeah.
That's in pieces, and it's been sitting here for 3 weeks. And I told myself today I'm going to build it. And I started it, and about 3 or 4 minutes into it, I just didn't want to do it anymore.
3 or 4 minutes? That's how long
I gave up. I put on country music. I had beer. I had the right setup.
Are all the pieces out? They're all out.
Well, I mean, they're out of the box. Yeah. Yeah.
I could never do that. I would do it.
I put every piece under the sofa.
You guys are different.
Oh my God.
No one can see it under the sofa. It never gets dirty under there. It's good.
Yeah, I could see, Josh. You wouldn't want that. if that box came in, especially the piece on the floor,
drive me nuts. I'd have to put that thing together till it was done, and I wouldn't move. I wouldn't move.
Yeah, that's how Omar's different.
Yeah.
So anyway, so would you hire us to break up for you?
Yeah, we'll do it.
Is this by text or like
no?
We'll do it by call. We'll do a Zoom.
We'll charge you. We'll fly in. All expenses paid, of course.
I think Dave can do it. Dave is Josh. I'm not capable of having a serious conversation for longer than like 7 minutes before making a joke. It's one of my problems I really have. Josh, you're not much better than me.
No, I'm not. That's
Dave
true.
is capable of having a sustained conversation with no humor. Again, he's not. You know what I mean?
And he's proven that week after week after week.
And that's the end of the podcast.
Yeah. That's why he's the one that has to go in. You know what I mean?
Dave's hired. Dave, you're
I'll
hired.
take a bullet for you. Yeah, I can hold it. I can hold the humor back. You guys are uncontrollable.
Yeah, that's true. All right, I will take that under consideration. Yeah, I always feel weird telling someone that I'm the one breaking up with them. You know, it makes me feel like I think I'm better than them. I'm not better than anybody.
It's not what it says. This is what bothers me. It's like, again, I'm going to go back to Bachelor in Paradise, as awful as I did not want to bring it up again. These people get so like connected in a matter of 15 minutes.
Hours, yeah.
It's just bizarre. This is the lowest self-esteem group of people in the world. They bring together for this stupid show, and then they get upset when they're like, oh, they want to date somebody else when new people come in. That's the whole purpose. Right. The whole purpose is to date all these people and then figure out who the best one is. And people take offense to the fact that they're getting dumped. Don't take offense. This person doesn't want to be with you for whatever reason. It might not be a bad thing about you. It might be just they don't feel a connection or something like that. So that's it. You should move on. I don't know. Maybe I'm very much a realist and very straightforward, but I always see like, that's it. It's it. Move on. Done.
Well, but you're talking about a situation that either it's a show and the directors are kind of pushing these people to act it up.
Maybe.
Or it actually is real. It's that the fishbowl element of The Bachelor or Bachelor in Paradise, what it is, like to not be picked is such a devastating thing. Like you find someone it's safe, like, oh, now I don't have to go through on TV.
Yeah.
Looking like a loser. Oh, they just left. Like then maybe it is such a fishbowl experience.
But there always has to be an excuse as to why. There doesn't. Sometimes just like, hey, it doesn't work. First of all, the whole concept of marriage is so extreme. You're picking someone to be with the rest of your life. Don't you think you'd be a little bit more
but here's the
disciplined
problem,
in finding that person?
I'm thinking about like two of my relationships, not this one specifically, but actually relationships that were much longer. When someone says what's wrong, what's not working, right? And they ask you that question, and if you are honest with them, but the answer, it could literally just make them go.
Hold on. See what you just did?
What?
If you're honest with them. Yes. Honesty is rarely the best policy. I know the statement says otherwise. Rarely the best policy. Society, in fact, requires us to be less honest in order to keep society intact. Can you imagine if we just told each other what we thought of each other all day long, every day? Well, society would go into complete shambles.
I think I'm pretty transparent, but yeah.
I was going to say, Omar, we'd all be like Omar, telling you how you're not funny.
Yeah.
People, you'd be exhausted.
Nobody wants that. You want to live in a land of Omars? No, thank you.
Well, what's the reason for the breakup? Can we talk? Just you have a good. What would be the real reason, and then how are you going to say it's not you, it's me?
I've met someone else that I'm in much more
don't
engaged
use
by.
that. Don't say that. Don't say that.
Although that'll work.
Why don't you just say, I just don't feel it that. I'm looking for a long-term relationship, or I'm looking for a wife, and I just don't see it, unfortunately, with you.
Think that's
you're
worse.
Wonderful. I just don't see it. Sorry.
That's worse. He should say he met somebody else.
Yeah. The 40s?
What? You're looking for a betrothed.
Oh, I guess that's not untrue.
It's not untrue. Right?
No, but you don't say, and you're just not it. Like that's the meanest thing you could say.
Well, no, it's not, because
you say I met somebody else, and then you're the jerk, and they can go on, living.
No, that's worse. That's worse.
They think I'm not marriage material. No, I think.
I tell you, the approach that I've tried that does not work is to try and get them to break up with me. They never do it.
Yeah, that's the old try to get fired.
What do you do? No, what do you do?
Yeah.
So do you like don't pay attention to them at all, or like watch?
That's also
I'm always annoyed. I'm never funny.
That's also a Costanza bit. Remember? He tried to get out of his engagement where you started smoking because she hates smokers. You should do that. Just start smoking around it.
You don't smoke. I do
now.
Yeah. No, they don't do it. I mean, the 2 times I've done it, they don't do it.
You just, so you go on a long haul of just
that's the
being
worst.
mean and not funny.
Stupid.
Yeah, that's always never being in a good mood. Like
that's exhausting. That's exhausting.
Exhausting. I wasn't myself.
It's a waste of time.
That's why I had to break up with her.
Yeah, that you can't do that. Just say straightforward. It's not you. It's me. That's it.
Just what do you mean? What do you mean, Josh? What is it? What is it? What did I do wrong? What's not working?
Nothing that's tangible. It's all a feeling. That's it. Sorry.
Now I like that part.
Now pick your stuff up and get out of here. I'll call you an Uber.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. That's all.
I don't think. No, it's not a. You don't say that. Well, you don't say it like those words. You say like I don't. I don't know. I'm not in a good place right now. Like it's all you make it about yourself. It's you're flawed, and it's just and
no, because that leaves the door open, Dave. It always leaves the door open.
No, people know what it means.
You want to close it. Close it tight.
No, Omar, don't do it. Don't.
I'm sorry, this isn't working.
I need some time to myself. It's I just feel like it's better. Yeah, but nothing about that she did anything wrong. It's that. I get the honest approach.
David, you guys were both, helpful here. I'm going to combine what you're saying. Right. And I'm going to say to her, listen, I'm not in a good place. I'm really throwing the work. I'm traveling. You're traveling. I feel like this isn't going to go anywhere. I feel like it's not
this is
not fair to you.
Yeah, no. Josh, and then add your part. So I need to move on. I need to break this off. Like you could say and be honest at that point. But can I say?
We can still hang out every so often. I probably shouldn't say that.
But you don't want to. Only say that if you actually want to.
Okay.
You're gonna leave the door open.
All the doors left open.
Yeah.
Hanging out is leaving.
That's door open.
Okay. All right. You're right. I can't do it.
Yeah, can't do it.
All right. This is really helpful, actually.
There you go. Good. How about that? 2 guys who been married.
Yeah,
how about that?
I like the way, Josh, you said for the rest of your life. You made it sound quite grave.
But no. But that's the reality, right?
Yeah,
so why would you just choose someone just because? That's my point on the show. They're supposed to get married at the end of the show.
Yeah.
So what are you doing? I don't understand it.
Oh, the whole thing on The Bachelor is ridiculous, but
it's stupid.
It's entertaining. It's
horrible. It's incredibly entertaining, but the track record is just awful. It doesn't work. It clearly does not work. It's amazing.
No kidding. Yeah.
Do your kids watch this with you?
No.
My daughter used to watch it. She stopped watching it.
That's kind of a weird show to watch with your
daughter. She didn't really watch it with us, but she also watched it.
Oh, so simultaneously.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a little better.
Yeah. A little bit. I think there was a time where we overlapped on the Bachelor and Bachelorette, but it wasn't long.
All right. Wow.
Yeah.
Omar, you'll have to report back in and
I want to know how it goes.
Yeah, you really need to give us details. Can you videotape it?
Oh yeah, that'll go over well if she knows you're videotaping it.
Speaking of report back in, David, it's a good transition into you.
Yes.
Reporting back in.
I will give you an update.
Wow, that segue was quite awesome.
It's good, right?
Absolutely amazing segue. And the transition, the follow-up we want to know is something from last week, right, Dave?
Yes. So last week I brought up my topic was my other podcast. Is this right?
Yes.
What you want to hear
Packers
about?
Therapy.
So someone else stole our name, Packers Therapy, for another. This is the Green Bay Packers for those in other parts of the world that don't know the Packers. It's an American football team. So what we did, I think when we left it, they had written back to us and said they hoped that we could coexist with 2 podcasts that talk about the same thing with the same name.
Yeah.
And we sent a second email, and we said, hey, it's not going to work out that great. Like, I know that you're put out, but imagine us who put out 420 episodes using that name, how put out we are by it. And we said, so we would really appreciate if you would change your name. And we said, and I followed up with a number of suggestions. Both, Josh, you gave me a whole list, which, an easy answer is Green Bay therapy. Or, it could be anything.
Not that clever, but yeah.
Yeah, but it's all kinds of. You sent. I think my favorite one was Packers Lexapro. Might have been a good one.
Yeah, you like that one? That's good, right?
Yeah. So we sent them a whole list of other names for podcasts that could fit their craft. Yeah, we flooded it. So
because you kill them with kindness. Kill them with kindness. You want to help. It's not. I just don't want to punish you. I want to help you too.
I'm glad you said that, because even in the second email we sent too, we said, hey, if you change your name, maybe then we can even help you out. Like we could, announce your podcast, and we could have you on our show. We could come on your show. Like we said, we could be friends. Like let's make this a win-win for both of us rather than being competitive. A few days pass, out of the blue, then we get another email and says, hey guys, thanks so much for being nice about it. It's our fault. We probably should have searched. And he said, but all this is not going to be a problem because our podcast host just dropped us. We have no idea why. And they just told us they don't want to work with us anymore, and we've been dropped. And so thanks so much. And thanks for being a nice guy. So, but the mystery is, did we do something? Well, I don't. We might have. Like there was a few things during the week that I was just looking through Apple Podcasts. I saw you can complain to Apple, and so I didn't spend any time. I just said, hey, someone took her name and sent that in. My daughter said, I'm going to give him a bad review, so she got on there on Spotify or something.
What? Guerrilla terrorism?
You stole someone's name. 1 star. She sent it. And I think our podcast host might have reached out. So some combination, or just coincidentally, they got dropped.
No. There's no coincidences in the podcast world.
Yeah, that sounds fishy.
Is one of your friends Joe Pesci?
We may have whacked someone.
It would be a shame if something were to happen to your podcast.
That's right.
It's such a nice podcast.
Somehow.
Yeah.
Packers
something got to them.
That's
way too coincidental, Dave.
So we did announce in the other on our podcast that this was happening. So I don't know if a listener complained. They got dropped. So problem solved. I feel bad though.
They still don't want to do a podcast. I mean, they needed to have a host. They couldn't.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess they or maybe they had another. I'm not sure what they're going to do, but yeah, somehow this problem is no longer there, and I don't know if I'm going to know exactly how it happened.
Hold on. If I were you, I would make sure it's gone. They might be telling you that, so you stop checking.
I have looked.
Okay.
I have looked, and
just want to see if they're pulling the old switcheroo.
Because I was looking up to see. Well, the first thing that clued me up, I searched Packers Therapy on Spotify just to see if we both pop up again, and theirs didn't, and I thought that's weird. And then I found out. So they are off, and problem solved. It's crazy.
All right.
But since I'm going, can I give you my topic?
Oh, that wasn't it?
Oh, wait.
I'm kidding. Yeah, go ahead.
Don't you pick my topics for me. Yeah. Well, my topic is based on experience I had today. I don't know if this is good for the world or not, but I feel like it's something we need to just recognize. The pandemic killed a number of things.
Number of people.
People is one. Through all kinds of. But one of the things is fast food drive-thrus. I think fast food drive-thrus have. Well, first, when the pandemic happened, they exploded. Where no one could go inside, and so there'd be like super long lines at.
That's right.
Yep. But now that we're sort of post, and we've had such an employment crisis. These places can't staff competent people to work these drive-thrus. I mean, I don't know if you've gone. So my experience today is one of our guilty pleasures is that we love going to Taco Bell. You guys go to Taco Bell?
I don't. I think I've eaten Taco Bell once in my entire life.
Really?
I don't like that type of food to begin with, so it's not like I would.
That's true. That's right.
Yeah, I'm not a big
Omar,
Mexican food fan.
I mean, it's not like a meal.
Like, would I go now?
Well, it's like, do you like?
You just went yesterday.
Yeah, now.
Would you go now?
I ordered milkshakes Burger King yesterday. So it's funny this topic's coming up. I ordered milkshakes, and they were not very good.
Wait, do you have a Burger King on the island?
Yes.
Oh,
otherwherwise,
I thought you mailed.
I'm saying I would not order Taco Bell even in the States. No.
Okay. Yeah, I know. Some it's gross. Chipotle's different.
Like
That's
Chipotle.
like quality food, right? Taco Bell is like it's like food candy. It's not real. There's no health benefit to it. You eat it,
you can get 85 tacos for a nickel.
Yeah, it's gross, and yet we love the taste. I mean, it's even though
the deal they had. I don't even know how they're doing it, but it was 2 tacos for $1 or 4 tacos for 50 cents. It doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, take that math.
Isn't that weird?
1,000 for free. Yeah. Anyway, so I went to Taco Bell today, and I get to the drive-thru, and the person that's on there is the most incompetent person. I mean, like I said, and here's how it goes. This is the problem. So I said I wanted a number 1 meal, a number 3 meal, a number 7, right? But with Taco Bell, you got to say I want a 1 meal, but I want no lettuce. I want extras. There's like all these conditions with Taco. Right? It's not like you're just getting.
There's no default. There's no default on a number. Like if you said number 1, isn't there a default?
Default is everything.
Yeah, you would get lettuce, tomato, cheese.
Okay.
You get it all. But if you want, so I want a number 1, and they go in drink. I was like, well, wait. With the 1, I want no lettuce and extra cheese, and they're like, no lettuce, and then a Diet Coke. They're like, wait, like no lettuce. So there's like in the first question, you have no way to win because if you say it, they're going to go right to the drink.
Yeah.
If they pause and go anything else, like then it takes forever. But anyway, so she started messing up the order, and I was like, I'm number 3, and then she said, okay, you got a number 2. I'm like, no, I have a number 1. I eventually got so frustrated, I just drove off.
Oh, you didn't even place your order? You just
I thought there's no way.
It was that bad?
Yeah, she's not going to get this right. It's going to get whatever we're going to get, and
oh my God.
So then I drove to another Taco Bell that was like 15 minutes further. I really wanted it.
You were determined.
Yeah, once your body thinks it's getting Taco Bell, it wants Taco Bell.
Sure.
We go to the next Taco Bell. 7 people are in line, and it takes forever. The car in front.
Are they in cars? Or are they like standing there?
No.
Drive-thru. Typically, are in cars, Omar.
I don't know. He said 7 people. He didn't say 7 cars.
Yeah.
Well, of course they're people.
Maybe it's like a skit.
Maybe from
No, 7 people and 7 cars. The car in front of me, I sat there for 10 minutes. They got their bag of food right away. I swear 10 minutes passed, and then they gave like a large Diet Coke, and then they drove off. I thought, we waited 10 minutes for a Diet Coke. And I finally got up there, got my order, and it was, the whole thing. What
were you doing in the car? By yourself in this car?
I'm by myself listening to.
So what are you doing in the car? Are you in the
ordering food just for yourself or for others? Was it?
I got for me and my wife and my daughter.
Okay.
So were you just like cursing under your breath the whole time?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
So you weren't listening. You weren't engaging. You weren't on the phone call. There was no other way.
He was listening to FTS episode 36.
I was listening to something. It might have been FTS, but I was listening to music. But yes, I was like. Well, the first I was fine. I don't mind waiting, but it was she messed up my order. Like there's this person couldn't keep track of 2 things on a list, and they are taking orders at Taco Bell that have like a million different variations. So I was like, I think this is what I have to factor in now is that if we go to Taco Bell, it's not just run there and run back. You gotta. What time of day is it? Well, how much time do we have? Like, am I in a good mood or not? I think fast food is now.
Here's what's amazing to me. I love how you think this is new and different because of the pandemic, as if it was all Harvard law students that were working the drive-thru prior.
I think it was easier to get relatively decent, talented employees at the Taco Bell. Maybe that was the Mendoza line of employment. Is that you just fell below. Now everyone that works there is just can't handle. I get these. I don't want it to be a making fun of their jobs or anything, but it used to be where you could kind of order and it would go relatively smoothly. I haven't had a smooth, fast.
So what do you attribute it to? Help me understand, because typically those jobs are kids.
Yeah.
They're just kids who need work and supplemental income for, they're going to high school or they're going to college or whatever, and they're working that as supplemental. Do you think these are now permanent employees? These are older employees, or what is the change? I'm trying to understand.
I think that in the past there would be enough of a talent pool that you wouldn't people on register that can't remember anything, but now you'll take anybody, and even if they're bad, you don't fire them because you have no choice. Like this Taco Bell too, the dining room isn't open because they don't have enough people to staff the dining room. I guess they call it the dining room. That's what they call it, the dining area, right? In a Taco Bell, like that's always closed. It's only drive-through because they can't staff it. And so if you have a bad employee, you're keeping that employee because it's better than nobody.
Isn't that how you guys feel at your jobs? Kidding.
Sometimes. do you remember there was a period, and I don't know if it's still that way, where they couldn't even get people, and they were offering like cash bonuses. To sign up to be, Wendy's burger flipper. You'd get like $500 for like a signing bonus.
I think that is all then a symptom then of.
Okay.
Or that's it's showing you're not able to get people. I just feel like the service industry that we're kind of used to, it's changed. I think it's not the same, and we have to think differently now. Things just don't automatically happen. Things are open. It's changed.
So look, here's my thought on this, and this has to change to begin with. Those intercom systems, number one, are horrific. Wow. That's the first thing. Number two, everyone wants variations to their food, and I'm completely to blame for that. I'm part of the problem there. I always want to put variations to my food because I don't want them putting extracurricular crap that I don't want on there. So I have to make adjustments to it.
Are you thinking? Josh is the kind of person who probably sends food back at fast food restaurants.
Okay, first of all, I rarely eat fast food, and I don't send food back because I've seen too many Fox late night shows where they show people what they do to the food once it's sent back, and I don't want any part of that.
Yeah, that's true. That's what was in my thought when I was in this drive-thru. I was getting mad because she kept getting it wrong. I thought, there's a good chance my food is going to be filled with
you ever see Road Trip where they go to like Denny's or whatever it is? Yeah, and the guy takes his pancakes and he's putting them in his pants and under his armpits because he sent them back. And that's what I picture every time.
I can't think about that. I can't.
But what they need, and this is what is coming, I think, those touch screens where you can just completely customize it yourself. You pay for it at the touch screen, the ticket goes back, and then you pick it up. That's the way it needs to work.
Well,
you know what I mean? And I know it's hard to do in a drive-through because you have people doing the touch screen, but it's got to be faster.
It's going to all be different in like a few years.
The touch screens are the way to go.
All AI and computers.
They'll just know what you want to order.
Happy, but no one
AI.
Yeah, artificial intelligence. They'll be running.
Here comes Omar. Get on black and white milkshake.
You guys. It's going.
It's not you. It's me. Cookies.
More and more work is being done through automation. You guys know this.
Well,
yeah, I know, but
I'm glad you brought that up because I did have a thought about this. I think with an order like especially Taco Bell where everything is customizable. You pull up. You get your phone out, you order on an app,
that
sit
exists
there,
right now.
and then they tell you, bling, it's ready, and then you get in line. Like you stay in the parking lot until they ding you to get in line.
Or you pull into a parking spot and someone from the Taco Bell comes out to you and gives you your food. That's what
No, they don't do that at Taco Bell.
Yeah, who does that is Chick-fil-A does that.
Yeah, that's true.
Chick-fil-A does that.
There's a lot of places to do that. It's curbside.
A robot could come out to you too, or a drone.
Problem with curbside pickup is that you eat a lot of your parking space. And you need parking space for your patrons.
What happens?
Your parking spaces. You eat a lot of your parking spaces.
Oh, even as a business, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think Josh would be a good proprietor of like a fast food restaurant?
I would be amazing.
Would you? How would you be amazing?
How would you be amazing?
First of all, the amount of ideas that I've had for restaurants, you've heard all my ideas. They're phenomenal, every one of them.
But we're talking about existing McDonald's. You think you'd be a great manager?
I want a touch screen out there instead of someone with a headset on that's going, you go, large fries and a Coke, and they go, you have no clue what the hell they're saying, or they go in the same spiel that you did. It always seems like it takes forever. So just put a touch screen, boop, 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 slide your credit card in, pull up to the window, get your shit, drive off. That's the way it should be.
Well, now my Chick-fil-A has it's 2 lanes going into one because it's one window, one lane. But then they have people outside taking your order next to your car.
Which
love
is
that.
stupid.
No, well, no.
What if it's raining? What if it's snowing? What if it's?
Do you know how much I think
works in the
Chick-fil-A's
summertime.
valuation? They have the best customer experience, the best food.
They do. People go nuts for Chick-fil-A. I don't get it.
You know what, David?
Personally. I don't think
Clearly,
so.
Josh would run some
Don't get it.
it'd be a
Don't get it.
highly efficient, high margin fast food place, McDonald's.
Yes, I would.
But there'd be high turnover, and everyone would complain about the food and the service. Eventually, the business.
It would just be like Musk and Twitter, I think, with Josh with the fast food place.
Josh, I don't know what.
First of all, it's all about the margins. Number one. So I'm cutting out half the things on the menu.
Everyone's
gone.
Yeah, salaries
gone. Yeah, I'm only selling high margin stuff.
I think Chick-fil-A's got it right too. Is their menu is relatively like set. You got 5 things. There's not a lot of variation. So
keep it simple.
Just make the same thing and ship that thing out. Get those lines moving. Yeah, it's
That's
smart.
right.
That's what Taco Bell is like, a crazy business model. Let's put meat, cheese, lettuce, and tomato in some kind of tortilla and 50,000 different variations.
And we'll fry it up.
50 options on a menu board. That's not a great solution for a drive-through.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm with you.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, so I think maybe it's not the fast food drive-through entirely industry. Chick-fil-A's got it right. I think the Taco Bell one is broken. I would
not want to work for Josh. That's all I know. It would not work.
It's a well-oiled machine.
You know, Josh would be the kind of person who calls everyone Josh would call everyone by their last name. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or if they had a number.
Costanza, can't stand you.
I will say this though, my family has seen like my contacts on my phone, and I've gotten this several times. So this is how anal retentive I am. My wife's like, "Why am I listed as first name, last name?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, "That's how you list me in your phone." I'm like, "That's how I list everybody. Last name, first name. I do that with my kids. It's their last name and first name.
Yeah,
like, why wouldn't you put wife down, or why would you put daughter or son? I'm like,
David, what do you have in your phone?
I don't do that.
David,
I want everything uniform.
I think I have first and last name.
Yes.
I think I have first and last name.
I like it uniform.
But because when I want to search for one of the kids' phone numbers, if I type in my last name, every the family comes up. And
I like
David,
that.
by the way, has as many kids as Nick Cannon. So there's a lot of names that come up.
Nick Cannon.
He has 3.
I thought you were gonna say Philip Rivers. Doesn't Philip Rivers have
Philip Rivers has got a lot of kids.
Yeah. That was
Anyway.
All right. Well, I am gonna mourn the loss of Taco Bell drive-thrus.
Oh my God.
Josh,
did you have a Tourette's moment?
Yeah, I did.
What happened?
I just thought about something which is just very funny. It's very funny, but I'll save it until our next podcast.
Okay. All right, well, that was awful.
What a team!
Awful radio right there.
All right, Josh, but let's get to your topic here.
It's amazing. You couldn't contain it. You had to do an outburst.
Yeah.
All right. My topic is more seasonal. So, look, Thanksgiving is around the corner, right?
Yep.
And we're all getting ready for that. So it's I guess, an exciting time.
David, do you think Josh cooks his own turkey?
We do. We do cook our own turkey. My wife does. My wife does.
I didn't get a chance to
really good. What? Oh, sorry.
Do you do it yourself, Josh?
No, my wife does the whole meal. She's awesome. She does everything. Yeah, she puts together a spread.
So it's more than just a salad, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more than just a salad. Although
can you cook it all, Josh?
Yeah, Josh, what can you cook?
I can cook a little bit, but I can't do a whole bunch of. I can't do a lot. I can follow a recipe.
Can you, Omar?
I'm getting better at it. Yeah, I actually cooked even more today. I chopped bell peppers with onions and sauteed it, and I'm getting more comfortable. Yeah, I think I can.
I'm very good at breakfast food. I made my kid a grilled cheese today for lunch, but I'm just very good at. I could do. That's not breakfast food, but I can do French toast. I'm very good at that. I'm very good at pancakes.
Yeah, that's all under the.
I'm awesome at eggs.
It's like putting something in the microwave. That's not a real cook. I mean, making.
What are you talking about?
Casserole.
No, I'm not, David.
No,
I'm not.
can't do
David,
that.
I'm not a real cook.
Okay.
I'm
not either.
I can. I'm very good with the grill, and I'm very good with the smoker. I'm very good with stuff like that.
But Josh, Josh can maybe relate to this. I think that for me to become a really good cook, would not be the best use of my skill set during dinner parties. I'm an entertainer.
You got to be telling jokes. Yeah.
Yes.
You're
you
yes.
can't be in the
That's
kitchen.
what I excel at.
You
By
put you in the
yourself?
kitchen, it's like it's a
waste.
It's a complete waste.
It's
Yeah,
like living from a computer all day,
I
type
agree.
punching in numbers.
I agree. It's awful.
You agree, right? So that's why I feel like me cooking would be a disservice to my company.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a
And cleaning
good way to
too, for
think
that
about it. Yeah, good way to think about it. That was an eye roll for everyone listening.
Yeah, I was being a little sarcastic.
Massive eye roll. So anyway, so Thanksgiving's around the corner, and there's a couple things with Thanksgiving that bother me. For one, does anyone actually like? Because I've yet to find anyone who likes this. Yet it's year after year after year. Thanksgiving Day parades. Does anyone like that? Does anyone wake up Thanksgiving morning and go, "Ooh, the Macy's Day parade is on"? No, kids don't like that.
What kids?
Really?
Kids like the parade.
Yeah, like the big balloons and stuff.
Get
Like
out of
maybe
here. The floats.
2
Yeah.
or 3-year-olds, but they can't even focus on the TV. As soon as they are old enough to focus on what's happening, they want to watch. Yeah, I agree. I don't think anyone likes parades.
No, the parade sucks. It's completely boring. It lasts forever. It seems to last for like 5 hours. That Macy's Day Parade. You turn it on and you leave it on in the background while you're getting things ready, and it's like on 5 hours later. You're like, this thing's still going. The singers, even the entertainers, don't even really sing. It's all lip syncing.
Yeah, right.
It's all nonsense. And it's like, and there's commentators who are the worst. I mean, whatever it is, it's like Ryan Seacrest is like talking about the Woody Woodpecker float.
It is.
Why is this thing still happening? Why is it still happening? Why does this parade exist?
Well,
Someone has to
tradition.
help me
People
with that.
clearly still watch it.
No, they
I
don't.
wonder what demographic is parade ratings shows.
Do you know the people? 90. This is a true stat. 90% of the people who watch the parade really just have it on in the background.
Yeah, just to have some.
Isn't that baseball too, though?
Maybe you can make an argument for baseball. Yeah.
And is it because you don't want to have silence and then talk to your family, so you have
Josh,
it on the
Josh,
background?
Is this your question? Why are there no longer?
No, I'm just wondering if I'm crazy. Does anyone? Do you guys like the parade? Do you watch it?
David, can I please talk to you directly for a second about
Sure, Josh, close your ears again.
This is my problem with Josh. He does this stuff all the time. If the Phillies had won the World Series and they had a parade, guess who'd be at the parade? Josh.
That's not what I said. Not what I said.
Not what I said. It's all
not what I said. Not what I said. Parades. I'm not lumping them all in. I went to the Eagles parade, loved it. Mardi Gras parades are phenomenal, but the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade has been going on forever. I don't know a single person who's ever said the words "can't wait for the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade." It doesn't exist.
You mean
nope.
You mean like not living in New York? Or living in New York, you can go see them when they're blowing up like the big floats.
That's even stupider. To sit outside on friggin' Fifth Avenue. Yeah, it's dumber. The parades are making
the word
or
stupider.
The.
You think it's bad? You think it's
worse?
It's stupid in person?
Yes.
That
it's
worse. No, it's stupider.
It's worse
in
person.
Yeah.
Stupider.
Sorry.
It's Dave. It's worse in person.
Is it stupider? One of the planets.
It is. Yes, it's right next to Saturner.
Stupider. That's how you should break up. Say, I think you're from the planet Stupider.
I think this relationship is making us stupider. That's your breakup. I can't afford to get stupider.
Sometimes Josh reminds us that he did grow up in Philadelphia.
Yeah, sometimes I do. It comes out. Man. I can't help it.
But at least if I saw the big Homer Simpson coming, that does nothing for me on TV.
It's freezing outside. It's cold. You probably have to get that spot hours in advance before it starts. You're just standing there like a moron, waiting for a big Homer Simpson to come by, and then what happens? Then what?
Do you know? I have one thing I'll say about parades is that it's fun to be in a parade. Have you ever been in one?
No, it's not fun to be in a parade either.
No, not true. So, and I was in high school. I worked for a local bank in Racine, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
And they had a float, and they had 3 of us dressed up as presidents. I was Ben Franklin. And I mean, the parade, it's a Racine parade, so it probably lasted 30 minutes. But I'm dressed like Ben Franklin, and you wave at people, and they wave back, and you see people that you know, and you're like, hey, and then you go, but even if you don't know, you wave, and they wave back. It's actually I was one of the best experiences I ever had because everyone was like smiling and being nice and waving at you. It was a great time.
Now tell us the good parts about it.
It was a
so
rush.
Waving. You enjoy waving, Dave.
I wouldn't have thought that.
Here's something you can do. You can go to you can go to a public square and start waving at people.
No, they'll flip you off. That's not a guarantee. These people were generally happy to see me as Ben Franklin, and that was fun. So I think being in a parade is fun. So it's really a selfish activity.
Okay, I that's a stretch for me. And the other part of the parade, I'm going to say, and maybe this is going to sound, listen, because look, it's not my religion, but Santa should not be in the Thanksgiving Day parade. I'm sorry, and I know that's going to hurt a lot of kids. From? What religion is Santa from? He's Christian.
Yeah. No, he's not.
Santa?
Santa is a secular image of a
not according
Christian...
to the Bible.
What are you talking about?
Santa said to God, God, give me a sled and some elves. You don't remember that part of the Bible?
No.
Yes, it's a Christian holiday. Christmas is a Christian holiday.
Yeah, but
anyway,
Santa is not.
Yes, Santa has become secular.
Santa has nothing to do with the Christian holiday. No.
He has become secular. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
But he should not be in a Thanksgiving Day parade. It's not his holiday.
Oh, I see what you're going.
You just completely take it's almost like you're saying to Thanksgiving, you're not good enough. We need to bring in a superstar.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's dismissing it right away. It's like Thanksgiving is done.
Thanksgiving doesn't have any superstars though. There's no
the Pilgrims.
The turkey.
The Pilgrims, the turkey, the
no
meal.
one ever dresses up.
No, I think Santa should get a lot more. I have no problem with Santa being all over. That's when he starts. He starts Thanksgiving Day.
No,
starts.
No, it's not even December.
No, but that's when you start planning. I mean, when do you put up a tree? You do it up right on Thanksgiving Day, the next day.
No, you don't. You wait till December. December.
I don't know. I'm not with you. I think it's okay to let Santa have his moment.
Really?
It's the preview of what's to come. Now you're from a city that booed and threw batteries at Santa.
Correct.
So you must have something against Santa.
Well, listen, he's stepping where he shouldn't.
Well, I think it's okay to have in a parade. I think if I break it all down, I feel like yes, the Macy's Day Parade is stupid. But aren't there two parades that they show?
There's parades on all the friggin' stations.
Okay,
we have we have one in Philadelphia that's on one of our stations. There's the Macy's one that's in New York. There's another one that's on a different station. They're on every friggin' station, these parades.
Well, how about the New Year's Eve celebration? You like that?
No. I don't like parades. I actually
think the New Year's Eve is just as...
They're also dangerous, too. You know what I mean?
Parades?
Yeah.
How are they dangerous?
In this day and age?
Yeah.
You can't just say in this day and age.
Living in America, there's been trouble at some of the parades. Yeah.
If I was in a parade, honestly, I would be packing myself for protection.
Yeah, that's going to make... See, then I'm going to watch. If everyone in that parade is packing, then I'm turning it on because I'm just going to wait for that moment. Now we got something.
Yeah, but you're right. Why would you want to be around a mess of people other than a sporting event? I think that's the only thing that could drive me to be in a lot of people.
It almost seems like we're doing it just because
we've been doing it. Not to mention, in sporting events, David, there's like security, right? So if you have beef with someone who's in your section, which I've had before, like I don't have to deal with it myself. I can outsource it to someone whose job it is to have that person removed.
Yeah, but in a parade, it's a Wild West on a parade.
Yeah.
Someone takes your spot. Yeah, you gotta, right. I agree. Well, I agree that the parade is dumb, but we do turn it on. So I wonder if the ratings are high because, look, everyone's turning on. No one's watching that.
That's my point. Why are we still doing it is my point. I think we're doing it just because it's always been done, but that's not a reason to do it. I don't know anyone who's hyped about the Thanksgiving Day parade.
They must get advertisers to pay. Otherwise they would never do it themselves.
They do, right? but that's because they're getting people turning it on and putting it on in the background, I guess. I don't know. I can't figure this one out. I can't figure why the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade hasn't been canceled yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why
tradition is powerful, Josh.
But I'll grant you that. But tradition doesn't mean we should still do it.
What?
Well, that's exactly what tradition means, actually. What I'm saying is, just because it's a tradition doesn't mean we should continue it. There are many traditions that are bad traditions.
Some traditions should change. Yeah,
there are some traditions that definitely need to change.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's become a cell phone society that the parades seem like, yeah, what's the point of that?
But, Josh, actually, you want to know what? I'm going to give you some guidance on this. We'll see what kind of follow through you have. You can, I'll give you a way to get Thanksgiving Day parade canceled.
Ooh.
I'm gonna give you an idea.
What's the trade-off? Yeah, what do I have to give up?
This isn't very difficult. Just create some sort of some woke resentment about the turkey or about some concept of the balloons and global warming or something, and it will eventually metastasize into a movement that will be impossible to stop.
Yeah, except it won't. But I hear you. That's the other part of do you guys go nuts over the dinner, over the meal? I mean, are you like, oh, that meal is amazing. I can't wait for that meal.
I like most of it, except I don't know how turkey got stuck in there.
I hate it.
Why aren't we just having chicken? Chicken's so much better than turkey. That's fine.
Okay. Do you see where I'm going? Okay, you're hitting the nail on the head. For me, it's like, okay, it's good. I don't go gaga. People go gaga over the Thanksgiving meal. They go, oh my God, it's turkey and stuffing and mashed potato. Like, first of all, these are not rare things. You can get them whenever the hell you want. They're around.
But how often do you have the meal?
I eat turkey all the time.
Well, turkey, yeah, but turkey, mashed potatoes, and gravy.
All the time.
I hate Thanksgiving dinner so much because remember one of my topics earlier, one of my earlier topics was when I don't like going to dinner parties. You have to eat the food and thank the people.
Yes.
Thanksgiving is like the ultimate.
Yeah,
you got to thank the person for the food, although it's very rarely is it any good. And cooking turkey.
It's hard.
Tasting turkey is it's very
it's hard to do. It's hard.
Very hard.
Yes, no question.
I'd rather just
a lot of work too.
Chick-fil-A and bring that, which is what I usually do.
Yeah. Well, that's what I like the premium meal. That's a lot in Wisconsin. It's a lot of cheese and sausage, right? It's like
what kind of
that's
cheese?
Good
Who knows?
That's good. That's good.
Cheddar. Not Provel cheese, cheddar cheese,
not
silver
American
sauces.
either.
Eat that all day long on Ritz crackers. We do that.
Hey Josh,
and then the pies. I like the pies.
Hold on,
Josh,
Dave's talking.
Sorry.
I like the pies.
I love. See, that's the one thing I love pumpkin pie. You really don't get that really any other time of year. So that's the one nod I'm going to give to this meal. I love pumpkin pie. Go ahead, Omar. What were you saying?
Do you think if Josh and I opened up a regular pizzeria in St. Louis that it would with like regular cheese, it would just crush it?
No, because those exist. Those actually do exist, but there's not good ones. There really aren't good ones. So maybe
we already established he would not run a restaurant well, even if he had the head start of
I so disagree
mozzarella
with that.
cheese.
I so disagree with that. I would be all over.
But one other thing that I think is weird is we like Thanksgiving dinner. I guess you're right. I don't know if I love it as much as some, but we like
go
it.
Nuts for
it. But we never do it like on June 2nd or March 25th. We don't just. Let's just have turkey, mashed potatoes, and stuffing. And restaurants. When's the last time you went to a restaurant you could order turkey, mashed potatoes, gravy? Like, it's whatever it is, it's cornered the market on one day of the year.
Hold on, I disagree with that because you can get, and this is one of my favorite things to get. You can get a good open-faced turkey sandwich year-round at a lot.
That's not the same. I'm talking about the traditional Thanksgiving. That's not the turkey. You have turkey sandwich for your Thanksgiving meal?
No. What I'm saying is, like, an open-faced turkey sandwich is really the same thing. It's turkey and gravy. Turkey and gravy.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Hey,
but that's
David.
Yeah.
David, again, some hypocrisy from Josh again. he was just saying how he's against parades because, like, I'm like, it's tradition. He goes, well, that's why it's to be broken. And he literally is having turkey. Why do you have turkey on Thanksgiving?
Because I don't have full control of this. You think I have control?
Oh, now it's okay.
I have no control. I'm along for the ride, Omar.
He's going to get in trouble.
I'm in the back seat.
All right, well, what would your meal be?
I'm along for the ride.
What would your meal be if it was your choice?
Oh, God. I don't know, but if you want to make it, I guess, is this because this is what the Pilgrims ate? Is that the reason why we eat turkey?
Come on, you got to give an answer to this question.
I don't know what I would eat barbecue. I would eat barbecue every time. If you ask me for every meal, I'd eat barbecue. but I'd maybe do something special. Maybe a pig roast. That's something you don't do often.
That probably
That's not something you can get at any
easily
time.
Done that, right?
Pig roast would be amazing.
I'll tell you what I would do.
Go ahead.
A bunch of rotisserie chickens.
Yeah, I love rotisserie chicken.
Yeah.
Some like really wonderful mashed potatoes, and then really fluffy, amazing ones, and also a truffled mashed potatoes.
Oh,
as well.
Yeah, it's good.
I would have an order of fries with like bunch of fries with like what's that?
Truffle fries?
No, with the Old Bay seasoning.
Oh yeah, crab fries.
Yes, well, I'm from Maryland.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I would have flour tortillas that are heated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'd have some rice, and that's what we'd serve, and it'd be wonderful.
So why don't you just go to the Old Country Buffet and call it a night?
But rotisserie chicken is the best. I
do love rotisserie chicken.
Why is it so good?
Because it's delicious. It's slow.
Yeah.
Anything slow cooked is
so much
really
better.
good.
It's so much better.
Anything slow cooked. Slow cooked
right?
stuff is good.
Yeah.
It's so tender.
So tender.
It's like
it's
the back
wonderful.
of David's arms.
I'm getting hungry now. That was just, I can't just.
I'm not against all traditions. I just want to
David,
kill
I
the bad
love you.
ones. You hear me, Omar? I just want to stop the bad traditions. That's all.
Okay.
The ones that we're doing just because we're doing it. It's almost like you look around the room and no one's asked,
how about
why are we still
opening the
doing
door
this?
for a woman?
That's not a tradition. That's called courtesy, common courtesy.
Okay,
Not a tradition.
that's fair.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah. There are certain traditions that are great, that are nice, that are people want to do, that are special, and there's others that are just plain stupid, that we just do them because no one in the room says, why are we still doing this? And the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade is that. Why are we still doing this?
I find it to be comforting when I see that it's still on.
Comforting in what sense?
It's nostalgic.
Okay.
Some things never change. Yeah.
It's nice.
All right. It's like like when they keep
it's like
showing
having action figures, honestly.
It's a fair question. I think
Thank
I
you.
agree with both of you. I do like. It's comforting. We turn it on, even though I hate it, but it just goes on because that's what you do.
It's on in my house too.
You just turn it on and it's in the background and no one pays attention to it. That is actually a really weird thing that we do.
Isn't it a weird
and somehow
thing
it's
do?
so popular. Everyone's not watching it.
It's enormous.
Yeah.
I mean, look, if you're going to drag Seacrest away to do something, you better put on a show because that guy doesn't do anything. He only does half the things he's offered.
He's all over the place.
He's everywhere.
Him and Kevin Hart.
Oh my God, everywhere.
Well, guys,
Right.
that talk of food is actually really making me hungry.
I'm getting hungry as well.
Yeah.
So, I'm getting hungry as well.
I'm going to see if I can scrounge something up. Hey, and the spirit of Thanksgiving, I'm very thankful for you guys.
Yes.
Thankful for that's not something we had last Thanksgiving, and thankful for all the fans who listen and don't write us emails. Thankful for you as well. Thankful for sisters that listen to podcasts. How cool is that? That's
very cool.
I think all three of us have that, and that's cool.
Is this our Thanksgiving episode?
This is our Thanksgiving Day episode.
It is?
Of course, because I just made it that with cutting on Thanksgiving.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute.
Isn't it?
This is a very special.
This is our first holiday edition of FTS.
Oh, that's right. Oh, we should have some sound effects. Well, I'm thankful for.
We didn't ask you what you're thankful for.
Yeah, that's not how it works.
You misunderstood.
For all of us, Omar.
I was wrapping up
for all of us.
Oh, I see. Okay.
No, go ahead. What are you thankful for?
Are you thankful for anything Dave didn't mention?
I'm thankful that we've been able to make this actually happen. From a lot of conversations on the phone over the last few years, and we finally did it. And we're on episode 30 something. That's kind of neat.
Here.
33. Held up like a little.
What was a famous athlete with number 33? Eddie Murray?
Eddie Murray? Larry Bird.
Larry Bird was 33?
Is that?
Yeah.
No, he was not.
What about Kareem? Was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar 33?
Yeah. Who were the athletes ever? Eddie Murray was 33. This is an interesting question. David, what are the answers?
Larry Bird was 30.
Scottie Pippen, Larry Bird.
I mean, I can't believe you questioned me on that. All right,
Alonzo Mourning.
We're wasting people's time.
Yeah, but Larry Bird is correct.
Thank you.
You're going out on a high note, Omar.
As much as that pains me, as much as I hate the Celtics and hated Larry Bird growing up, I know he's number 33.
Oh, yeah. Josh, you were right. Omar, you were wrong.
Thank you.
All is right with the world.
Yes.
All right. Well, we'll wrap it up there. We hope you enjoyed the episode. Please drop us a line if you'd like to at friends@fts.media. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving.
See you later.
Smell you later.
See ya. Oh, you stepped over my see ya. Do it again.
Say goodbye.
See ya.
Smell you later.